entered the Bermuda Triangle, then vanished without a single trace. For decades, ships, planes, and people disappeared here. No wreckage, no answers, only silence. The Bermuda Triangle stretches across a massive region of the Atlantic Ocean. It forms a mysterious triangle between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. For centuries, sailors whispered terrifying stories about these waters. Many believed the ocean itself was somehow alive and watching them. Ships reported compass failures without any visible storms nearby. Navigation systems suddenly spun in circles for no reason at all. Pilots described strange fog swallowing entire sections of the sky. Radio operators heard static slowly replacing human voices mid-sentence. Some captains claimed the sea became unnaturally calm before disasters. Others reported glowing lights moving beneath the surface at night. Then came one of the most famous disappearances in history. In December 1945, 5 American military bombers entered the Triangle. The mission was meant to be a normal navigation training exercise, but only a few hours later, something went terribly wrong. The pilots suddenly became confused about their exact location. One of them reported that the ocean no longer looked normal. Another pilot claimed both compasses had stopped functioning completely. Air traffic control tried desperately to guide the planes home safely, but the radio transmissions became weaker and more distorted every minute. The pilots sounded increasingly nervous as darkness approached over the ocean. Then the final message arrived through heavy static interference. "We don't know where West is anymore." After that transmission, complete silence filled the radio channels. The planes vanished without sending a distress signal or emergency warning. The United States military launched an immediate rescue operation overnight. A giant rescue aircraft carrying 13 crew members entered the area. Less than 30 minutes later, that aircraft disappeared too. No confirmed wreckage was officially recovered from either disappearance. The ocean swallowed both missions as if they never existed. Newspapers exploded with theories about hidden forces beneath the triangle. Some blamed magnetic anomalies interfering with navigation systems. Others believed sudden weather shifts trapped the aircraft unexpectedly. But many investigators admitted the details simply did not make sense. Even experienced military pilots were unable to explain what happened there. And that mystery became the beginning of the Bermuda Triangle legend. As fear surrounding the Bermuda Triangle continued growing, stranger stories appeared. Entire ships were discovered drifting alone across the empty ocean. Some looked perfectly normal from the outside at first glance, but when rescuers climbed aboard, something deeply disturbing was waiting inside. Food still sat untouched on dining tables across the cabins. Half-finished drinks remained beside chairs as if people vanished instantly. Personal belongings stayed neatly arranged throughout the sleeping quarters. Engines continued running on some ships, despite the missing crews. Yet not a single human being could be found anywhere on board. One famous mystery involved the giant naval ship USS Cyclops. The vessel carried hundreds of passengers and enormous cargo supplies. In 1918, it disappeared somewhere inside the triangle without warning. No distress call was ever received from the massive ship. No confirmed wreckage has ever officially been identified either. More than 300 people vanished together without explanation. It became one of the deadliest non-combat naval losses in history. Years later, similar stories continued emerging from the same waters. Some sailors described sudden walls of fog surrounding their vessels. Others reported electronic equipment shutting down all at once unexpectedly. Pilots flying over the region claimed their instruments behaved abnormally. Several aircraft vanished from radar screens within only a few seconds. Witnesses sometimes described strange lights hovering above the dark ocean. A few believed unknown objects moved beneath the waves below them. Theories about underwater civilizations quickly spread across popular media. Some people connected the triangle to the lost city of Atlantis. Others believed secret military technology was hidden deep underwater there. Conspiracy theories became stronger with every unexplained disappearance reported publicly. Movies and documentaries transformed the triangle into a global obsession. Tourists became fascinated by the danger surrounding the mysterious location. Yet, beneath all the dramatic stories, real disappearances still remained unsolved. Scientists struggled to separate facts from exaggerated myths and rumors. But one terrifying detail continued appearing in witness reports repeatedly. Many survivors described a strange feeling of silence before disaster struck. No wind, no sound, just a heavy feeling that something was terribly wrong nearby. And once that silence arrived, people often never returned again. For decades, scientists tried finding logical explanations for the Bermuda Triangle. Some researchers believed powerful methane gas eruptions existed beneath the ocean floor. If massive gas bubbles suddenly reached the surface, ships could sink instantly. The water would lose density and fail to support heavy vessels. That could explain why some disappearances left almost no visible wreckage behind. Other experts blamed rogue waves forming unexpectedly during violent Atlantic storms. These waves can rise over 100 feet without warning. A ship caught inside one could disappear within only seconds. Meteorologists also discovered that sudden weather shifts occur frequently there. Clear skies can rapidly transform into deadly storms over the ocean. Pilots may become disoriented when visibility suddenly collapses around them. Strong magnetic variations may also affect older navigation instruments. That theory could explain why some pilots lost their sense of direction. However, many researchers argue the Bermuda Triangle is statistically normal. They claim disappearances happen there no more than other dangerous oceans worldwide. According to them, myths and media simply amplified the triangle's reputation. But critics argue some incidents remain far too strange to ignore completely. Even modern satellites cannot explain every disappearance linked to the region. Some reports were never fully released to the public either. That secrecy helped fuel conspiracy theories surrounding hidden government knowledge. People began believing authorities knew far more than they admitted publicly. Stories about underwater bases and secret experiments spread across the internet. Others claimed unknown objects monitored ships from deep beneath the ocean. The Bermuda Triangle slowly became larger than the disappearances themselves. It transformed into a symbol of humanity's fear of the unknown. Because despite all our technology, maps, and scientific discoveries, there are still places on Earth we cannot fully understand. The ocean remains darker and deeper than most people realize. Millions of unexplored areas still exist beneath those black waters today. And somewhere inside the Bermuda Triangle, the truth may still be hidden below the surface, waiting silently, watching every ship that enters its waters, and keeping secrets that humanity may never uncover completely. The ocean keeps its secrets well, and some were never meant to be found.